On in, come on in. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It's your man Theo, but it's early. It's early for me. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. Good God Almighty Jesus, we got. I don't necessarily want to say we got a lot to talk about this morning, this afternoon, because I'd be lying. I will say we do have something important to discuss, though. We do. As I said before we begin, like, share, subscribe. We just had the verdict come in yesterday in regards to Jonathan Majors. Uh, had the charges. The charges are out there and everything like that. Yep, sentencing is in February. You would swear people the way people are acting on social media, he was already sentenced. No, he was charged. So a lot of people feel a lot of different ways. They do. And predictably so. Predictably so. I don't want to act like we didn't know folks wasn't gonna feel some type of way, one way or the other. I would love to tell you that, but I can't. See, I can't tell you that it goes down the predicted demographics. I can't tell you that because if I told you that, I would be lying. So I don't want to lie. What I will tell you is this, and I found this to be kind of telling. People can't be lying. People lie. What's going on, Kamoyo? What's going on? People lie all the time. So that's definitely a possibility. What I will tell you is that the first two people who came for my throat on social media in regards to Jonathan Majors, one was a gay man and the other one was a black woman. I'm just throwing that out there. I found that to be very, very telling that the very first two people who came after me in regards to Jonathan Majors, well, I just found that to be odd. But predictably so, there are people on social media that have some things to say in regards to it. Now, the first thing we need to probably understand is what was he charged with? What was he charged with, and what could you compare it to? What was he charged with, and what can you compare it to in your normal day-to-day world? As I told my wife yesterday, he basically got charged with two people outside chest bumping. It's like, what? Two people outside chest bumping. Somebody pushed somebody. We find that hard to believe. I try and tell people all the time. When you are not a kid, you can't do adult stuff. And even pushing somebody, get off me. That's adult stuff. Somebody can call the police department right then and there and say, yeah, you assaulted them. So learn the rules. As Grand Madam Tarot said yesterday, state laws are different. So you need to brush up on your history, on your laws to know what you should and shouldn't be doing out here in these streets. But now let's take a look at Jonathan Majors. Because like I said, folks gonna have something to say. I'm not here for the trolls. I'm not here for the trolls. I'm not here for the trolls. So when you look at his charges, Google it, smart device, however you want to do it. This is how you have knowledge. This is how you have confidence. Because if you know what you're talking about, you know how to shut stuff down. People are going to try and make it more than what it was for whatever reason. Before I tell you about the charges, can I just say, when you want to be that person that wants to go so hard after Jonathan Majors, you start reminding me of the people that went hard after Emmett Till. I use that example for a reason. Because what was Emmett Till accused of? Ain't nobody gonna want to have that conversation. Ain't nobody gonna want to have that conversation. This is so wild, man. People are piling on. What was Emmett Till charged with and convicted of? I'll wait. I can do. As an actor said in a movie, I could literally do this one all day. No. What was Emmett Till charged with and convicted of? Yep. And whether he whistled at her or not, this American history we're talking about, this American history, this American history, whether he whistled at her or not, what did the judicial system say he did? Whether he whistled at her or not, what did the American judicial system say he did? What did adults, American adults, say he did? What did Americans watch play out and not do a damn thing? And when I say Americans, I mean Americans. Not what did they not do and still did not do? Because if I'm not mistaken, who faced punitive damage? Who was punished? Who was punished? Who had their reputation tarnished to the point where they couldn't do a damn thing? It was nobody that killed Emmett Till. It wasn't even the woman that wrongfully accused Emmett Till. No. What peace has Emmett Till's family gotten? None. Those same people that are on Twitter right now, on social media right now, going after Jonathan Majors, them the same people would have went after Emmett Till. And the same people not saying anything, knowing that it's wrong as hell, them the same people that stood by and watched, had nothing to say when they plotted Emmett Till's murder, when they said they was going to go get him, when they drug him out the house, when they killed him after he was dead, after the body was found, when they went to court, when they were found innocent, when nothing happened to the woman. That's the same damn group. That's the same damn group. They're just descendants of them. But that's the same damn group if you look at their mentality. That is the same damn group. And if you black and you part of that, well, you still on the plantation. Matter of fact, here we go. If you from any other damn demographic that likes to bitch, gripe, moan, and complain and talk about how the oppressor is holding you down and you're co-signing with that foolishness, your ass is still on the damn plantation. I'm sorry. You are. Because you can't ask me to have sympathy for what happened to, watch this. Like, Theo, don't do it. You can't ask me to have sympathy about what transpired at a Florida nightclub, which I do, by the way. Sympathy and empathy. But that wasn't me in that Florida nightclub that got lit up like that. No, that was another demographic. But you know what they were before we start looking at what they do, how they identify themselves, what they do in the privacy of their own home. You know what they are first and foremost? They're human. Being able to empathize with another human shouldn't be damn difficult. You're human. But maybe too many of us get caught up in all these damn demographics, all these subdivisions and everything like that. It makes it easy for you not to empathize with a person. No, if your ass, regardless of who you are, regardless of what you identify as, has been in a relationship, let alone a toxic relationship, that scene between Jonathan Majors and Grace Jabari is not unfamiliar. It's not unfamiliar. You just gonna act like that don't apply to you because you don't like Jonathan Majors. And you're not gonna say why. You don't identify with Jonathan Majors. Let me keep up with these notes. Whistling Dixie, facts they would. It's simple, big we are the group that's got to take the ass whooping. We can't ball up or run call for help. We just got to sit there. No, Big Tim. As I say, I might be the wrong one. I might be the wrong one. And here's why I say that. As people that know me, Juju will tell you. I love this because I love what it makes me think about. But Juju will tell you, I don't identify with black. I never did. It's African American. If I grow up and you come from England and you come from Scotland and you come from Ireland and you come from France and you come from Czechoslovakia and you come from Australia and you come from Taiwan and you come from Okinawa, Japan, you come from Germany, you come from Switzerland, you come from the Netherlands, you come from Spain, you come from Puerto Rico, you come from Guatemala, you hollering real loud, you repping Egypt real loud. I see you over there, big dog. Okay. You come from the Hawaiian Islands. Ain't no color there. Ain't no color there. Ain't no color there. And I've never been the one to fall for the wool being pulled over my eyes that you just call yourself white. No, you call yourself white in front of me. When you get behind closed doors, you know exactly where the hell you come from. You got all your culture in your house and everything like that. Low key, you still practicing your religion and everything like that. I'm just not the one knocking in to see stuff like that because you get what you got. No. I said that to say this. I said that to say this. I don't bow before no man. I don't bow before any man, and that's the European's fault. Because he taught me his language. He taught me his ideology. He taught me his way of thinking. Well, he sees himself as a man, and he don't need approval. Okay, well, if that's who taught me, then I see myself as a man. I don't need your approval, and I damn sure don't need your vote. The only person that can judge me whether or not I'm a man or not is God. No man can do that. No man can do that. No man can regulate that. And I don't give two damns what another man thinks about that. That's just how I feel. I got a European mindset. I got a European mindset. Should have never brought me over here. That's my mindset. You should have never brought me over here. You should have never educated me. You should have never taught me to value certain things. But we here now. We here. You think I'm 1/3 of a man? You got me effed up. 2/3 of a man. You got me effed up. 3/4 of a man. You got me effed up. I'm a man. And just like you don't identify with a color, neither do I. I would not let that color that cannot be found on the map, I will not let that color render me inert, afraid, acting like a second-class citizen. No, that color is not going to do that. No. I'm very much in touch with my roots from Africa. Holla at Chadwick Boseman. The only thing I don't know like Chadwick Boseman is I don't know what tribe I come from, but I know I came from there. And from there, I draw strength. There's a lot of history over there. Over there, they don't talk about him enough. We'll talk about Genghis Khan at the drop of a damn dime. But talk about Shaka Zulu? Yeah, you can give me the woman king. I appreciate that. I'm not a woman. Where's the brother that was handling business that never bent the knee and didn't give two damns? Where's that movie at? Let me get that one. Crazy. It is out there. Can it just be African and cause America has never been? I mean, I can't watch this. I can't tell you because I know the U.S. Census Bureau stuff that folks think we don't pay attention to. You have quite a few of us. When we start checking that box, we just check Haitian. We just check Jamaican. Yeah, that West Indian. We do it just they never check black. That's why that black number looks so small, because you got people that look like you that don't identify as black. Americans, African Americans need to stop making American blacks feel bad for that, because it's blacks from the islands that don't check black. They will check other and fill in where they're actually from. There is strength when you know where you come from. If you think I'm lying, you don't ever think about the fact you didn't walk to somebody else's house and seen their culture throughout their whole damn house. You ain't never walked in somebody's house and see them burning candles. Oh, not the candle that you get from, no. They're burning candles from their culture. That's because they know who they are. They're in touch with it. We the ones running around here. I'm not saying you come from Africa. I'm saying wherever you come from as a person of color, I'm saying get in touch with it. That's what I'm saying, because there's strength when you know who you are. And that's been the biggest problem, that lack of an identity for Africans, people of color here in America. That's why it's so easy for somebody to tell you what to think and what to believe. The people that are identifying with Grace Jabari, that's a culture thing. Okay, well, you need to lock in, because shout out to Kamoyo, sent me a video from a dude. The movie that they got coming out, Magical Negroes and everything like that, he don't want to be labeled a racist. At the very least, he could be labeled a bigot. Because while he's saying he finds the movie offensive, he's acting like every black person would love the movie. So his comments, along with the comments of people up under him, are just as bigoted as his comments, whether they be accidental or on purpose, because he can't empathize. He can't empathize. He's bought into that color thing. I said it once, I'm gonna say it again. Humans are from the same species. Like, that's your ethnicity don't make you a different species of human. It don't. Like, I haven't seen a human dog hybrid. When two humans mate, it be another human. So we are the blood. We're above body. Exactly. That's why I said you. And then this. Why am I calling myself black or color when that term literally did not exist prior to the 1700s? Anyway, so you're gonna have people that's gonna talk about Jonathan Majors. They're gonna say what they gotta say about Jonathan Majors, because by and large, they don't see themselves as Jonathan Majors. They don't see any humanity in Jonathan Majors. So even though you got the video footage, which, like I said, shout out to the defense team for zeroing in right there on what mattered, the incident at the car and everything like that. You're gonna have people that, even though they know that's what that is, because of their inborn bigotry, their inborn prejudices, they're gonna try and make it about something else. No, that's when you stay right there. No, it's right there. So you mean tell me you ain't never did that? What, you and your lady ain't never got into no argument? Because if you and your lady got into an argument and you grabbed your lady by the arm to walk off with her, you did the same damn thing. What? Yeah. If your lady ever put her hands on you, did you like that in your forehead and everything like that? That's the same damn thing. It is. If you walked up on your spouse, got into a heated conversation, and y'all right here and y'all bumping each other, you did the same damn thing. Judge not lest ye be judged. Let me say that one more. Judge not lest ye be judged. There's gonna be some people want to walk out here and they're gonna, well, he should have did the right thing. What's the right thing? He tried to put in the car. If you're not gonna like Jonathan Majors, there's nothing right he could have did in that situation. You just need to say it. Stop hiding behind stuff. I don't like John. I don't like black people. Like I really would. I'm like Stephen A. Smith. I would really just prefer you come out and say it. I don't too particularly care for black people. But all this other stuff, all this pomp and circumstance, no, that's not called for. Jonathan Majors picked her up. That's one charge. He tried to force her. I could say attempted, but y'all prefer the word force. Okay. He tried to force her into the vehicle. That's the second charge. Those are the two things he was found guilty of. You can stop with all the other stuff. If you don't like the dude, you don't like the dude. If you got to go above and beyond to make it worse than what it was, what does that say about you? Because that's what quite a few of y'all trying to do. Protect himself without retaliating, right? My dad got deported back to Trinidad after serving his country in the Marine Corps. That's crazy. So the fear of being surpassed is what keep them folks up at night. Knowledge of who we are means we will surpass. Absolutely. Now, you will have some smart asses on social media say, do whatever. Here's where I look at it. And this is where there's strength when you know who you are. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I was a legal specialist. Stay right there. Not everybody was qualified to be a legal specialist. Stay right there. I was a legal administrator. We had administrators in the Marine Corps, but that everybody wasn't a legal administrator. No, that's a different type of job. You have to study the legal admin manual, know it backwards and forwards. You have to study the Uniform Code of Military Justice, know it backwards and forwards. You have to like the law. It's a lot of folks that want to talk about the law. Not everybody wants to know the law. There's a difference. You got smart asses that will pretend that they know, but it's folks that's actually like, no. Let me. What's going on, Keita? What's going on, Miss Keita? It's folks that be like, no. Let me take a good look at this. So the charges, damn all that legalese, the legal terminology that they're going to throw out there and everything like that. What I've done, because contrary to the smart asses, I speak legalese. You really don't have a choice. This is why I say I don't mind sitting back, let people talk and expose themselves, because it's okay to go out there and act like you know what you're talking about till you actually run across somebody that does know what they're talking about. Then you look like a fool. Jonathan Majors was found guilty of unwelcome conduct and engaging in conduct which creates or contributes to a substantial and unjustified risk that physical injury to another person will occur. That's what he was found guilty of. Her bleeding from the ear, he was not found guilty of that. Her wrist being sore, he was not found guilty of that. Was he charged with that? Yeah. He was charged with all that. That's not what he was found guilty of. He was found guilty of picking her up, that's one charge, and attempting, the picking her up, by the way, was the unwelcome conduct. See, they're not going to tell you that. I'm going to do it because I like to read. You know, that thing that they say we don't like to do, read. You can't hide it from me. You can't hide the truth from Gerald Theophilus Butler, because Gerald Theophilus Butler loves to read. If that's where you put it at, I'm going to uncover it. I'm going to uncover it. I'm going to read it. I'm going to understand it. I'm going to come out to the Rock With Me Nation, Black Panther fan group, Recast T'Challa, and I'm going, watch this. And now we support Jonathan Majors fan group. I'm going to regurgitate it. So let me go back so we understand. He two charges he was found guilty of. The first charge, unwelcome conduct. That was him picking her up. That's the first charge. The second charge, engaging in conduct which creates or contributes to a substantial and justified risk that physical injury to another person will occur. That was him trying to put her in the car. I'm going to watch what I say here. That was him attempting to put her in the car. You know who's not going to tell you that? A bigot. You know who's not going to tell you that? A racist. You know who's not going to tell you that? Anybody looking to push an agenda. What's going on, Grandmaster? What's going on? Anybody looking to push an agenda is not going to tell you that. Know why? Because the lie sounds a whole lot worse than the truth. Them being able to gaslight you will keep you from the truth. They'll never address it. Never. Them being able to talk about what happened at the club. Them being able to talk about his past relationships. Them being able to talk about he got a history of this, he got a history of that. Them being able to talk about, oh, what he was running. No, none of that has a damn thing to do with the charges yesterday. He was found guilty of 2 charges, picking her ass up and trying to put her in a vehicle. All that other stuff, that's fluff. That ain't what the judge was concerned with. And watch this. The jury didn't give 2 damns about the other stuff. People are going to tell you he has a history of violence. No, he don't. People are going to tell you what somebody else said. Who cares? That's everything that they're going to try to do to try and paint this man a certain type of way. That's not what he was found guilty of, was picking her up and trying to put her in a vehicle. That's I'm not here to discuss none of that other stuff. Because you said he violent. Violent to the point of trying to pick her up and put her in the car. They're going to try. No, that's what it was. So, down here, a violation is issued with a ticket, not a 2-week jury trial, right? So the question then got asked, and I saw it on social media. Now, what I'm about to say, this totally up to you. This totally up to you. This totally up to you. I can already tell you by and large how those of us that are in the Recast T'Challa fan group have been moving. I'm sorry, the Black Panther fan group. I can by and large tell you how the Black Panther fan group is going to move. I can tell you low key how Recast T'Challa is going to move. The thing is that what people are doing now with Jonathan Majors, they were doing this also with Recast T'Challa. They attempted to paint Recast T'Challa in a certain light. No, Recast T'Challa actually is against the stuff that Jonathan Majors is going through. And Recast T'Challa has spoke ad nauseum about the stuff that Jonathan Majors is going. Recast T'Challa is about Black representation. Recast T'Challa is about Black equality. It really, really is. But you will have people get caught up on everything else. But no. Recast T'Challa is a multifaceted organization. It is. So what does that mean? During the civil rights era, we were Black then, wasn't necessarily going by African American. Probably getting ready to shift over to being called Afro-American. Just think about the fact that you have to go through all those damn titles when you really could just pick the place where your place of birth. That should tell you something, because we went from nigger, Negro, African American. No, we're African Americans. Unless your descendants aren't from Africa, that means you're something else. But just think about that for a second. But anyway, during the civil rights era, not every Black person protested. During the civil rights era, not every Black person boycotted. No, they didn't. Just like we find today, there were some who either A, saw no significance in the boycott, saw no significance in the protest, or they agreed with what those who were oppressing them had to say. You can't worry about them. You can't worry about them. If you go to church, as the pastor say in church and everything like that, you can't save everybody. Your message isn't for everybody. Your message is for those that want to hear it. Your saving grace is for those that want to be saved. Well, I can tell you by and large that Recast T'Challa was not effing with Marvel. We had already boycotted Marvel. We had already protested Marvel. It's not a game. You see how stuff been they've been falling apart financially. That's because we made a move. And in making that move, we didn't got cussed out. Let's think about this for a second. We were boycotting, protesting. We've been doing that since before Black Panther 2 came out. We have. Them numbers didn't look good. Them numbers didn't look good. Ant-Man and the Wasp. We've been making it do what it do. We just understood not everybody that was Black was going to lock in, because as far as they were concerned, they didn't understand their role in recasting T'Challa, understanding the hopes, dreams, the words of Chadwick Boseman. They couldn't get that. No, they fell for the okie doke. Well, see, this is what happened when you fall for the okie doke. Because it was some Black men that was in that too, that was signing up for that nonsense too. Okay, well, they never did care for you. Now you see it. Jonathan Majors is not getting the Ezra Miller benefit of the doubt. He's not getting the Ezra Miller treatment. No. He's getting treated like trash, disposable trash. That's how Marvel is treating him. Well, how you gonna respond? How you gonna respond? How you gonna respond? Who is it? Hold on for 1 second. Hold on for 1 second. How you doing? Come on in with it. VA rep?
No, I'm Department of Children and Families.
Oh, let me call y'all right back. So this is a wellness check.
Are you?
Jericho. Mm-hmm. My name not on here. So you be number 3. So somebody's saying that Miss Alicia Smith is mistreating a child.
Yes.
So that's either coming from Empress or that's coming from her mother. But I'm going to say to you on behalf of my wife, this is y'all 3rd time coming here and it's always false. So I need, at some point in time, I need a DCF rep that's coming in the house to go back and push back. Because y'all coming out here for nothing. This is the 3rd time and I'm tired of my wife being harassed. And I think you could appreciate that if you would have been through the same thing. I need somebody, and the child is back there. I need somebody from your office. As easy as it is, because it's the 3rd time. Y'all should be able to see a record. And the first 2 have been dismissed. So this is the 3rd. I'm tired of my wife being harassed.
Okay, I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I still gotta come out.
I understand that, but I'm saying I need the job done all the way, not just this part that's convenient, because, and I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we don't have any control over that, to be
Hold on,
honest
let me
with
finish.
you.
The last young lady that came here,
Mhm.
she had a job to do. She told my wife she was gonna do it. Because she was tired of her job, she cussed my wife out.
Oh.
The last person that you had working, you see her name? That was the last person. She did not complete her job. So I'm telling you as a husband, I'm concerned about that. Because she didn't do her job, and because of what she was going through, she talked shit to my wife, cussed my wife out.
Well, she said.
She told my wife, stop crying. She told my wife, I ain't got time for your personal problem. My wife, whose children at the time were in Atlanta, Georgia by themselves, which, by the way, the oldest one, she was with her, not her biological father. The people that's calling you right now, they're the ones that's calling you because we cut off contact with them. The aunt the grandmother, while she was in Dallas, Georgia, with the person that was not her biological father, the folks that's calling you, that's got you over here right now, did nothing.
Mhm.
They left that child in Georgia, did not go see about her at all. So what I'm saying to
Okay,
you,
well, hold on, because I wanna know why she.
Empress call. DCF again. This is what this is.
But what was the allegations this time? I know, that's why I'm asking, that's why I had to stop, because I guess you passed it, I get it is, so.
Anyway, I'm back. Sorry about that. So in regards to Jonathan Majors, the question is going to be, how do you move? And I thank y'all so much for rocking with me being here and everything like that. The question is, how do you move? Stop dealing with Disney. I saw a brother ask the question today. He was like, well, do we boycott Disney? Yes. It ain't got to be no announcement, but Disney is a want. Disney is a streaming service. That's a want. That's not a need. Nobody needs to go see a Marvel movie. Nobody needs to go see Captain Marvel. Nobody needs to go see the Marvels. Nobody needs to go see any of the stuff that they putting out and everything like that. They just literally showed you you're disposable. So if you're disposable and you're a person, if a person can be easily disposed of, then how easy is it to dispose of the movies? Like that's not hard. That's not hard, and that don't require an extensive conversation. No, okay. That don't even require you going back and forth with anybody on social media. That's you making a conscious decision to say, you know what? I want to save some money today. So in me saving some money, I'm not going to deal with this. They can't make you go. They can't make you go to no movie. It never could. They can't guilt trip you into doing that. Okay, well, that is a business that's based off of people interacting with them. Well, you know what? Here we go. Who's the number one consumer of goods in this country? Who's the what demographic? No. What demographic consumes the most disposable stuff in this country? It's us, right? Now that's crazy. The number one ethnic group race when it comes to spending money on disposable stuff, it's us. But watch how this breaks down. If they break us down racially speaking, we only make up 17% of the country. Think about that for a second. We only make up 17% of the country, but our spending power, oh, good God Almighty, Jesus. Racially speaking, we only make up 17% of the country, but we outspend the other 83. That's saying something. Okay, well, that's good then. Okay, so what do we do from here? What we do from here is this. Well, if you know me, grow me, and sharing is caring. There's strength in numbers, united voices, louder voices. Well, I don't think we was as united as we could have been last year when Black Panther 2 came out. I don't think we were as united as we could have been when Ant-Man Into the Quantumania came out. I don't. But we here now. We here now. Well, you got to figure out what you're gonna do. What's coming out before Deadpool 3? What's coming out? What is Disney hanging their hat on to make a lot of money off of before Deadpool 3? What are they hanging their hat? It's the What If series. It's the What If series. That's got to be some form of economic abuse. Yeah. It's the What If series. So how do you negatively impact the What If series? It's quite a few Black reviewers, African American reviewers, it is, don't review it. Don't cover it. Don't hype it. Don't promote it. Don't talk about it. Just let it sit right there. Now, because I'm me, did I say don't watch it? Now, if you watch it, you are affecting their numbers. If you don't watch it, you're also affecting their numbers. You're just doing it two different ways. But watch this. Say you want to watch it. Don't mean you got to talk about it. You can watch it. Don't mean you got to talk about it. You ain't got to talk about it publicly. You just let it sit right there. The only people that's going to be able to hype that's going to hype it, just think about what I said. You can't say you mad about what happened to Jonathan Majors, but you're not going to do nothing about it. Well, you can, but so if you mad at what happened to Jonathan Majors and you feel like what happened to him was wrong, if you feel like Disney did him dirty and you feel it was unjustified, especially when you look at how Ezra Miller got treated, then you have it within you right now to make moves. And it ain't got to be loud. It don't. You just sit there and say, okay, well, I guess I'm done with the MCU. Now, mind you, there were those of us that were already done with the MCU because they didn't recast T'Challa. We were already done. We were already done. We were done because we understood the significance of the character. We were done because we understood that did not fit the wishes, the ideology of one Chadwick Boseman, who was about having as many of us front and center on the screen. It was about us having equal rights and everything. So when I look at how I say I'm not speaking for nobody else. So when I look at how Jonathan Majors is getting treated as a Marine Corps veteran, I was already feeling some type of way about the Army turning their back on him. I was already feeling some type of way about other agencies having turned their back on him, because what they did was they did not wait for the process to play out. Like Ezra Miller went through the process, got found guilty, still got to move the road, which, by the way, nobody talks about that. So now me, as a self-professed African-American male, I look at how Jonathan Majors got treated, and I look at how Ezra Miller got treated. I look at what Jonathan Majors did, not what he was found guilty of, because I looked at what he did. I looked at what Ezra Miller did. I looked at how people talked about Ezra Miller, and I'm looking at how people talk about Jonathan Majors. Some folks want to call Jonathan Majors everything but a child of God. Had nothing to say about Ezra Miller. So I sit back and I look and I'm like, there's nothing you can say to me. There's nothing that you can say to me that's going to justify that. If he was good over here, he should have been good over here. Now, if you didn't have a problem with Ezra Miller, but you got a problem with Jonathan Majors, now I got to sit back and ask myself, why? What's the difference? What's the difference? I don't want to hear nothing about no Texas. He wasn't found guilty about no Texas. I don't want to hear nothing about no past relationships. He wasn't found guilty about no past relationship. I don't want to hear nothing about her ear was bleeding. He wasn't found guilty about her ear was bleeding. I don't want to hear nothing about her wrist was bruised, her hand was hurt. I don't want to hear nothing about that, because that's not what he was found guilty of. I don't want to hear nothing. The only thing you can talk to me about is him picking her up and attempting to place her in the vehicle. Them are the two things he was found guilty of. All that other stuff, I don't want to talk about. Those two charges don't compare to Ezra Miller. Them two charges, picking her up, putting her in the vehicle, does not compare to what Ezra Miller was charged with. Remember when I started this video off, I said it's about empathy, it's about sympathy. Well, if you can have empathy and sympathy for Ezra Miller, understanding, then you can have it for Jonathan Majors. If you don't have it, you're telling me everything I need to know. Everything I need to know to proceed the way that I need to proceed as a person. Disney is telling me as a company, they weren't prepared to stand behind Jonathan Majors the same way Warner Brothers DC stood behind Ezra Miller. What's the difference? What's the difference? Marvel is telling me they're not even prepared to stand behind Jonathan Majors the same way Warner Brothers DC stood behind Amber Heard. What's the difference? What's the difference? I know some people are going to say Robert Downey Jr. The reason why I don't mention Robert Downey Jr. is because Robert Downey Jr. came to Marvel after the fact. No, I'm talking about people who the studio stood behind them, supported them during the fact. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So I got Amber Heard, I got Ezra Miller, I got Jonathan Majors. Aquaman 2 is getting ready to come out. Now, you really want to talk about a powerful statement? Because you see what Amber Heard went through. You want to talk about a powerful statement? Don't go see Aquaman 2. Don't go see Aquaman 2. Let them numbers fall by the wayside. And when folks ask you why you didn't go see Aquaman 2, your mindset, your response, because Jonathan Majors didn't get the Amber Heard treatment. Shut it down. You ain't got to show up at the movie theater. You ain't got to tell nobody why you're not going at the movie theater. No, you do what Recast T'Challa has been doing. Let your numbers speak for themselves. You ain't got to say nothing. 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 Okay. Oh, Jonathan Majors gone. You got the What If cartoon. I know. See, this is when black is supposed to stand up for black, because there's going to be quite a few people that's going to say, well, you black, it's black people in it. You got to support them. No, at some point in time, I got to say no. At some point in time, it's got to stop being about one of us or a few of us, and it's got to be, no, it's about all of us. We're not leaving nobody behind. We're not leaving nobody behind. So the upcoming What If series, I know we wanted to see it. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? If you want to make this stand for Jonathan Majors, if you feel like Jonathan Majors got done wrong for the reasons that you think he got done wrong, then is it worth it for you to watch the What If? There's nothing else you can watch on TV? Because I can go watch One Punch Man seasons 1 and 2. I can go watch One Punch Man seasons 1 and 2. Watch this. Kang can either be seen on Avengers Earth's Mightiest Assemble or Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes or Avengers Assemble, or at your local comic book shop. Like, there are other ways to get your fill of Kang. And that has nothing to do with the MCU. Is it worth it? I can't answer that question. I can't. What I can tell you is that right now, me knowing what I know as an American citizen, me knowing what I know as an African American citizen, me knowing what I know as somebody who has a high school education, I got that high school diploma, I do. So that means I passed the American history, the world history classes and everything like that. Somebody who got his degree, right? Okay, so that means I took advanced classes after 12th grade, American history, world history. Okay. Well, if I know my world history, I know my American history, then I know there have been times throughout history a black man has been falsely accused. Throughout history, black people have been falsely accused. Black Americans have been falsely accused. I know when I look at the judicial system has come down harder on Black Americans, African Americans than it has any other demographic. That's not my fault. That's not me saying that. No, that's American history. You don't like it? You're a member of the judicial system? change it. Do better. Do better. But that being what it is, I know how to move. I don't need the MCU because the MCU has went above and beyond to show me that they don't need me. I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. And y'all be like, Theo, don't do it like that. No. There's some of y'all that are bothered about how Jonathan Majors got treated, and you totally missed on how James Rhodes got treated when he was in the MCU. You're looking at how the black actor is getting treated today. You've missed how the black characters have been getting treated. The black actor being disposed of, for real, is no different than how the black characters have been treated on the screen. You just now seeing it. You just now seeing it. You ain't had nothing to feel good about as a black MCU fan for a minute. You just don't know because to a degree, for whatever reason, you don't read comic books. This old hat. This old hat. That Yu Yu Hakusho live action go crazy, even though it's only 5 episodes long, and the Avatar last animated last coming F Marvel. Poor Jonathan, with great power comes great responsibility. That the actor Thanos, William Hurt, Ezra is Jewish and gay. You don't have to speak on it, but look at the Josh Giddey situation compared to John. Absolutely, all that. What's going on, Big Neil? What's going on? What up, Mr. Theo? What's Ronnie? It's cool, Grand Madam. Yeah. So how do you move? Stop effing with them. But that should be easy though. That should be easy. And it don't take being demonstrative. It don't take being going on social media, being loud and everything. It don't take none of that. You just say, okay, that's what that is. Yeah, okay, I'm good. You know Jonathan Majors got done dirty. You know, based on what he was found guilty of, the DA should have just threw this down. The DA should have threw this out a long time ago, and the defense team tried to get him to throw it out a long time ago. He didn't want to move. He didn't want to move. So what do you do as a citizen? Okay, well, if this what we do, because that's crazy. See, leave Marvel alone. Now, this is the question that you have to ask yourself, though. What is Anthony Mackie finna do? Because see, this, I know what Recast T'Challa been saying. I know what the Black Panther fan group been saying. But now this is when I get to look at all these pro-blacks and everything like that. Hey, Roland, you gonna support Marvel? Because there's quite a few black people work at Marvel. Hey, black folks that work at Marvel, you feeling some type of way about what happened to Jonathan Majors? What are you finna do? Black or not? I used to say that all last year. Black or not? Black or not? You black or not? Because see, I know it's easy for me. I'm a consumer. It would be easy for me too if I worked at Disney. Because watch this. Everybody had so much to say about Nate Moore. Did Nate Moore go say something? Because ain't Jonathan Majors fired? What ain't Nate Moore the brother? Ain't that what folks talk about? He's the black executive at Disney. Ain't that what he touted for? Ain't that largely what he's recognized for? Being the black executive at Disney? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Good God Almighty Jesus. There's a lot of responsibility. Okay, well, what black executives say? Have you heard from the black executive at Marvel since Jonathan Majors been going through this? Don't just talk to me about Black Panther. Don't just talk to me about the Eternal. No. Come on out here and be you the black rep, right? You the black rep. That's what everybody talking about. Okay, come on out here on the camera and talk to us about Jonathan Majors. No, they threw his ass to the side and you ain't heard nothing from the black. Matter of fact, you heard more from Nate Moore in regards to T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, than you heard him say anything about Jonathan Majors. So, what you finna do? You feel like Jonathan Majors got done dirty. Okay. How you finna move? How you finna move? How you finna move? You say you feel some type of way. You feel like the charges were BS. You feel like the verdict was BS. You don't like it. Okay, so what you finna do? I see we got 26 people in here. I can tell you if the question is with Theo, what are you gonna do? Okay, well, I do have my Disney Plus subscription, but I only watch the cartoons because the MCU not gonna get it right. I got my action figures. I'm good. I got my comic books. I'm good. Been on earth for a mighty long time now, 50-something years, getting ready to, let me knock on wood, turn 56 next year. But you know what? In the time that I've been here, I ain't seen me on the screen like that, no way. So if I've been going for 50 years and ain't really seen me on the screen like that, I'm low-key understanding. I'm low-key understanding that I ain't necessarily got to see, and I'm still good. I'm still good. I don't see me on live action like that, and I'm still good. I ain't got to sweat the MCU. I ain't got to sweat the MCU, and that's the thing that I'm saying to black people. We need the MCU for what? People are saying his career is over. Wait, Tyler Perry got a movie studio. That Oprah Winfrey. Help me out. Is Spike Lee not still living? If Jonathan Majors' movie career is over, that's gonna be my fault. And I'm saying that as a black person. Because who did I say are the number one consumer? And I'm not the one that's saying it. Who's the number one consumer of disposable goods? If that number is what that number is, how in the hell is Jonathan Majors' film career in jeopardy? If that number is what that number is, the only reason a black celebrity should feel like they getting ready to fall off is if the black fan finna stop dealing with the black celebrity. You in danger then. But we know most of these guys won't do anything when it comes to money. There aren't any colors except green. You know what, Zango? I ain't worried about most people. And I can't tell you I got here easily, because aside from my wife, I'm one of the most caring, empathetic people that I know. That rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Hey, I'm gonna watch what I say to you, because I want you to watch what you say to me. I'm gonna be concerned about your feelings, because I would like for you to be concerned about my feelings. But in regards to that other stuff, I don't care. I don't care if you move the way that I move, because I know to a degree sometimes you don't care how I move. And I'm not talking about you personally. What I'm saying is I can't be concerned about the brothers and sisters who not gonna move. I can't be patient and continue to wait on the brothers and sisters to say, let's move. That's over with. I'm not waiting no more. I'm not waiting. I ain't got to. My vocal cords work. They put their pants on one leg at a time like I do and everything like that. So I'm saying it. No, leave Marvel alone. Leave them right there. They killed off the number one black character. They used the actor as justification to tell you why they did it, and that was BS. Some of us fell for the okie doke. Okay, moving on. Then last year they tried to split black men, tried to split up black men and black women and everything like that. Okay, some of us fell for the okie doke. I get it. This 2023 about to be 2024. The same dude that they said was all that in a bag of chips and was gonna save them, as soon as they got the opportunity, they threw his ass outside like he was leftover trash. Okay, if not now, when? When you gonna get it? Because I'm sitting over here looking like this. Mind you, I've been done since they said they wasn't recasting T'Challa. And the reason why I've been done, because I locked into what the brother said on December 8th, 2020. So I've been done. It's been quite a few of us that have been done. Know why? Because we locked in to what the brother said on December 8th, 2020, which low key, y'all see them playing out right now, real time in front of your face. What he said December 8th, 2020 is Jonathan Majors just happens to be the latest example of what he said on December 8th, 2020. So it was never nothing new to us. We sit up here like, because Jonathan Majors wasn't used to heighten up. Jonathan Majors was not used to elevate a black character. He wasn't. Jonathan Majors was not used to elevate anything as far as black representation, black equality. No, they brought him in to play a great role because he's a great actor, not to elevate the black characters. Right. So low key, and that character never changed in the comics. That character is white. Matter of fact, when they did Avengers Beyond, that character white. As a matter of fact, when the new Avengers story arc started this year, Kang the Conqueror is white, looking more like Tony Stark than anything else. Jonathan Majors played this character quite a few times, and they never altered his look. You know what I mean? They don't see Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. They did see, watch this. They did see Nick Fury and Samuel L. Jackson, though, didn't it? Amazing how that worked, huh? Amazing how that worked, huh? Okay, leave their ass alone. After today or yesterday, if you black, you should know your behind is disposable. Okay, how you finna move? How the black actors and actresses finna move? That's a rhetorical question. I'm not a black, well, I started to say I'm not a black actor, but I am in the IMDb database as an actor. I don't have my Hollywood card yet, so I guess I'm in that gray area and everything like that. But if you a Hollywood actor, you black, how you finna move? Are you still working at Disney? You still working at Marvel? Let me let me be more specific. If you black and you got a job at the MCU, you still working there? You a black actor. Hey, Anthony Mackie, black or no? February coming around soon. February coming around soon. You the coach, you the star, right? You don't want to put your voice, because Iman Vellani had a lot to say. Like Iman Vellani came in talking big. Like, nah, this ain't the 616. She stood up. This ain't the 616. So, and I know quite a few black actors and actresses working for Marvel had a lot to say when Chadwick Boseman passed, recast T'Challa. Okay, Jonathan Majors. Yeah, y'all got something to say? This when we need to hear from you. Because people looking for y'all to talk. People looking for y'all to say something. They gonna go off of what, okay, well, I know last year Letitia Wright had something to say, Lupita Nyong'o had something to say, Winston Duke. Everybody was talking about what the fans should and shouldn't do. Okay, here's the time. This one of your peers, right? The microphone, TMZ gonna pass this microphone around? See what's going. Who gonna talk about it? What they gonna tell you to do? DL Hughley gonna say something? This gonna be on the Breakfast Club? This gonna be on The View? Anybody gonna say something? Or they gonna, if they pro-black, they're gonna tell you how to move as a black person. They're gonna suggest to you what to do as a black person. This the time. This the time. Let me keep up with crickets. He's guilty. And Jonathan was quiet about T'Challa. Oops, Mackie said not to recast T'Challa. Yeah. I expect nothing from you. So what you gonna do? You want to punish Marvel. I ain't telling you that you're wrong. I can tell you some of us already been doing that. and watch this. We've been doing it pretty successfully too. But don't Jonathan Majors have a responsibility to conduct how he conducts himself? If that's the question in regards to what transpired, absolutely so. But here's what and see, this is what I don't like, how people talk sometimes. And I'm not saying you, Austin, but if you've never been in a toxic relationship, how dare you? How dare you? If you've never gotten into an argument with your woman, or your significant other. How dare you? Because what he was guilty of, he didn't beat her ass. And that's the way people trying to act. People trying to act like he beat her ass. He did not. You know what he was trying to do? Get the hell away from her crazy ass. And he wanted her to go about her damn business. That's what, let me pick your ass up, put your ass in this damn car, get the hell away from me. Oh, you don't want to get the hell away from me? Let me get the hell away from you and take off running. That's what that was. And everybody want to act holier than thou. No, 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 no. You see it just like I see it. Ain't no dude trying to put no female in no car after he done whooped her ass. That's not happening. He was found guilty for accidentally hurting her. No, see, he didn't even accidentally hurt her. That's not what he was found guilty of. I'll read it again. What he was found guilty of. This is why I say people need to look up the charges. He was found guilty of unwelcome conduct. That's one charge. And engaging in conduct which creates or contributes to a substantial and unjustified risk, which means she could have got hurt. Not that she got hurt. She could have got hurt. That physical injury to another person will occur. So he wasn't even charged with hurting her. He was charged with and found guilty of the way he conducted himself. Twice. That's what he was found guilty of. The way he conducted himself. Twice. And if you've been in the military, been in the Marine Corps, I can tell you that if you look at a staff NCO hard and you're a non-commissioned officer, you can be written up for deportment. And do you know what deportment is? Because I had to look this up my damn self when I was in the Marine Corps. It's how you standing when you're looking at somebody. You're standing in an aggressive nature. That's the law. Like, there are people that are so afraid of folks putting hands on them, they've actually come up with charges for you to be held accountable for without even touching them. And that's one of them. So I know how to research the law. So a troll cannot make me feel bad for what transpired with Grace Jabari and Jonathan Majors. You can't tell me he beat her behind. You can't tell me he physically abused her. You can't tell me he sexually molested her. No, 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 no. I'm looking at the charges. I'm looking at the charges. And I'm looking at the charges are once legalese is removed. Once you remove the legalese, now I know exactly what these charges are. No, he was found guilty because of his conduct. It was on camera for everyone to see. Well, I'm going to tell you where I sit with that. And I said this before on a video. You and I can be standing on the sidewalk corner and we come out the same womb. We could actually be twins. And it could be, I identify as a heterosexual male, so that's why I'm using this scenario. It could be an attractive, what I assume to be, it could be a young lady standing across the street. We could both be looking at her and I feel like she a dime, you feel like she a nickel. I feel like she a nickel, you feel like she a dime. And these are the things that, so I understand two people looking at the same thing can be looking at two different things. The thing is that reading is understanding the printed word. So while we both might see two different things, them charges are the charges. You can't make that be more than what that is. You can't make it be any less than what it was. No, that's the charge. He was found guilty of that. And I'm very, very stubborn. I don't shift talking points all over the place. No, 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 no. This is what he was found guilty of? Oh, yeah, this is all I'm talking about. Well, what about, I'm not talking about what about. He wasn't found guilty. What about? He was found guilty on these two charges. I stay right there. I don't move. That's me. I know troll. Right there. That's what the juror said he was guilty of. That's what the juror said. Now, sentencing will be in January. Sentencing will be in January. The question might be, how can you impact the sentencing? Well, Juju is in New York. Juju is in New York. Some of y'all are in New York and everything like that. Pressure bust pipes. You need to get the DA up out of there. You need to get the DA up out of there. You need to take the social media. You need to flood the emails and everything like that. Vote of no confidence. Get the district attorney up out there. Let the DA know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Hey, you going next term? You going? These are how you take this is how you take control of the judicial system. This is how you take control of the political system. You let it be, because you're the one that voted them into office. Regardless of how much money somebody gave them to run their campaign, it was your vote that got them into office. Okay, New Yorkers, you're the reason why the district attorney is in office. You don't want him there. You feel like he's been abusing his power. Take to social media, flood his email account, let him know his time is running short. Research a way to remove a public official out of office whom you've lost trust in, and band together and do that. Get him up out of there. Not only will it do that, he's not going to be able to focus on 2-3 things at the same time. So now his cerebellum is all over the place. But in the meantime, in between time, you let it be known. Next election, you done. Next election, you're done. That's how you send a message that you're no one to be screwed with. Make them go into camp. Yes, Alvin Bragg got to go. The case should have never went. Never. And see, that's the other thing. Do you think the governor of New York, knowing how much money that case took, was satisfied with that verdict? No. Regardless of whether they wanted to tarnish his image or not, because Jonathan Majors' image being tarnished, that relies on the public allowing his image to be tarnished. If Ezra Miller's image ain't going to be tarnished, Jonathan Miller's image is good. Because the people that want to rock with Jonathan Majors, they're going to still rock with him. Regardless, he's talented. Those that weren't going to rock with him, well, you saw what the United States Army did, right? They was going to leave anyway. So don't be, how can I put it? Don't allow yourself to fall into a pessimistic mindset because of the verdict, because of what people are saying. No, you like Jonathan Majors. You rock with Jonathan Majors. You'll be the reason why Jonathan Majors continues to have a great and successful career. What you do is you now look at people and you say, okay, that's what that is. You got to go. You got to learn to start making people pay for hurting one of us. You got to start making people pay for doing wrong by us. And how you start doing that? Well, as I said before, who spends the most money in this country? We do. Okay, well, you in the want business. You not in the need business, i.e. I don't need you. So what I'm finna do is I'm finna cut you off. Now, as a consumer, that should be easy to do. But this is when I look at the black celebrities, because Jonathan Majors is not my peer. He's yours. So what are you going to do? This is when I look at Kevin Hart, Dr. Cornel West, Stephen A. Smith, Richard Sherman, Anthony Mackie, Denzel Washington, Winston Duke, Arsenio Hall. Did I not mention Tavis Smiley, because you got so much to say? Barack Obama, Tyler Perry. You got a whole studio. He should not be missing any work whatsoever. Got a whole Oprah. You got a whole channel. Nick Cannon. Jay-Z. Hell, Diddy. Beyonce. Like, my dog should not be missing no work whatso Rainforest Films. He shouldn't be missing no work. He shouldn't be missing no money. No, my dog should land on his feet. But mind you, Those are his fellow black celebrities. Those are his peers. It's easy to talk about it. It's easy to talk, but walking it, y'all right there. He ain't got to fall off. We still dealing with regular black folks getting jammed up in NYC. When we let Zimmerman get away, that was don't. I don't. That's a special place in my heart. I can't even talk about that dude. I can't because that God moved in mysterious ways, and I think God has moved in a great way in regards to that particular situation, because I can't sign up for that. Like I don't even like talking about that, because I can't imagine. I cannot imagine, because I'm not gonna be him. So I'm gonna let that be right there. I can't talk about him. I can't. I can't, because I'm still mad about that. I'm still mad about that. Like, I'm still mad about that. I'm mad because I'm a father. I'm still mad about that to this day. The dude that defended George Floyd, George Zimmerman, you who defended him, you went on Fox News and you dragged that boy for your friend. I better not see you either. I'm just going to say that. As a father, I better not see you either. I'm a father. I'm a black father. Let the world tell it. I don't need to see you either. I'm just going to keep it right now. I don't need to see you either. But so, yeah, that's what you got to do. You know who you are at the end of the day. You know where your strength lies. America has told you everything you need to know. You spend more money than everybody else. And historically speaking, you've done stuff on your own that nobody else can ever handle. I'm tired of us as a race steadily around looking for help. Well, when America needed help in World War II, getting to Germany, she called me. I made it do what it did better than anybody else. And I didn't lose not one damn bomber. That's American excellence. But nobody wants to talk about that. Okay, well, that tells me right then and there, if I'm him, all that in a bag of chips in a hostile situation, doing something you told the world by and large I couldn't do, fly a damn plane, that means I'm a cop. I'm capable of doing any damn thing as an individual, even starting my own movie company, even supporting my own actors and actresses without the assistance of you. I don't need you. I don't need you. That's the strength that black Americans need to walk with. We don't need them for Jonathan Majors to be successful. Jonathan Majors don't need them to be successful. Everything that you've seen historically throughout the world, in this country, black Americans have shown, if that's what you identify, that you can do it on your own. Black Americans have shown they don't need anybody else to do it. Regardless of what it is, you can do it. So support Jonathan Majors. Support Jonathan Majors. Say to hell with the MCU. Blow up the emails in New York. If you're in New York, I can't affect New York's numbers and everything like that. I'm in Florida. I got my own problems down here. Y'all got a district attorney. I got a governor that's on some BS. Get him on up out of there. Hit them emails up and everything like that. Show that voter no confidence. Get him on up out of there. Let him know right now his days as the district attorney are numbered. Then when you go out there, make sure the next district attorney, whether you like him or not, at least that district attorney respects the letter of the law and does not have an agenda. The dude there now, he got an agenda. Listen, man, that's my time. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me and everything like that. Y'all came in, you want to know what to do. The question of the day is, are we done with Marvel? We've been done with Marvel. We've been done with Marvel. So if you want to be done with Marvel, you can be done with Marvel too. You're not by yourself, and you're not alone. You want to still get some Marvel comic book content. You still like superheroes and everything like that. You got myself, my brother D Real, and quite a few other YouTubers. We cover comic book content and everything like that. We cover superheroes and everything like that. We do. But we're not going to capitulate, and we're not going to bend the knee, and we're not going to compromise to get that content. Our ancestors didn't do that. They didn't call themselves black. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, before y'all go, click, like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all so much and everything like that. Jonathan Majors, Grace Jabari. This was an unfortunate situation for you both. You both need counseling. The district attorney, you should be ashamed, because by and large, this should not have been something that went to court. If you really gave two damns about both individuals, you would have mandated, you would have ordered both of them to counseling, because both of them, regardless of who they are suffering from low self-esteem. If you gave two damns about that, that's what, if you gave two damns about the individuals, that is what you would have instructed. Instead, you only give a damn about yourself and your personal career. And by and large, that's what's wrong with this country. Too many people being concerned about them damn selves and not being concerned about their fellow American, but they want their fellow American to be concerned about them. No, you a damn hypocrite. I ain't saying, I'm just saying.